All right, y'all, Rickey, Smiley Morning Show. It's a lot of stuff going on. First of all, I want to offer my condolences to everybody that's out here still having to deal with being affected by the pandemic and having loved ones and family members and that's fighting between the pandemic and fentanyl. You know, people just dying. It's just been so many deaths. It's been so many deaths, you almost becoming like immune to it. It's almost like somebody went to jail or something. Such and such, this happened to such and such. It's just like you just becoming numb to it because this past year and a half, almost 2 years, has just really, really been life changing. And if God let us be old enough to explain all of this stuff to our grandkids, that we are still living in a pandemic. I'm not here today to state the facts about COVID or whatever. I don't know what the deal is. Either you fell on one side of this thing, hey, get vaccinated, be safe and be responsible, and not get vaccinated for whatever reason you decide not to. I just feel sorry for the people that would like to get vaccinated and can't get vaccinated because of their health issues. And, I want everybody to continue to pray for families out here that's having to bury loved ones. We sitting up here having to bury a loved one coming up, in a few days. My aunt passed away from COVID, and I had a niece that passed away. We all went on vacation. They all came down to Fort Lauderdale, and now whoever would have thought that two of them age 68 and age 30 would not be here. We were all in one hotel room eating Chinese food, having a good time, laughing, joking TV, and two of them out of the whole bunch, out of about 2 out of is gone in just a matter of 3 months. And I'm not the only one going through it. I look on social media and see so many people having to bury their loved ones and suffering. The only thing I ask today, for the unvaccinated or whatever, for whatever reason you choose to be unvaccinated, to not get vaccinated, to please wear a mask. Please, because the people that's vaccinated, like my parents, they have kids, and my mom and my dad have grandkids, and they're going to naturally love all their kids and grandkids. And sometimes when you're naturally trying to love your kids and grandkids, you become comfortable and you stop wearing a mask once people start watching a football game and start eating or whatever, and you forget about COVID and the droplets and the science that goes into how somebody gets sick. And next thing you know, even though my parents vaccinated, they in their 70s. And if one of them get COVID or whatever, they might not go into the disease stage, but it might set off other things that can happen to them, and then they be sick from now on and have long-term effects of COVID, which is a downward spiral when you're in your 70s. And so, I'm just asking people, man, if you have been vaccinated, when you go around your family members, because I know this pandemic has been long and you want to see folks and you just can't stay in the house forever. I get it. Put your mask on and social distance and protect yourself. You love your grandkids. Your grandkids go to school every day and they're around other kids, and you cannot see coronavirus with your naked eyes. You got to be responsible. Put your goggles on, put your mask on, so you won't breathe in someone else's air that has COVID-19, which could lead to your sickness and death. All right? I'm not here to argue with the unvaccinated, because, the unvaccinated, a lot of them, they don't care. They don't wear masks. They act like they don't believe in any of this stuff or whatever. And there's a lot of them a lot of people that I've personally seen being really, really irresponsible, hanging out, walking around with no mask on, and you in there interacting with other people. They don't care until it's time to get put on a ventilator. Then they ask for it, of course. But I'm telling everybody that's been vaccinated, you got to be safe. You are responsible for your own health. Put your mask on and social distance or whatever, and you got them conspiracy folks or whatever talk today. black asses through a window if you have to. I will talk to you all day through a glass. You sit on the porch and I sit right there in the den or whatever. Don't open up the window or whatever because COVID can get through a screen. So, look, you talk to them through, I'll put you some little speaker or sit up and put your phone on speakerphone and have a conversation. I literally used to do that with my Uncle Herbert that passed away. Go sit on his front porch and when we be on speakerphone talking, I could still look at him and talk because my job and responsibility was to keep him safe. And after we were vaccinated or whatever, then I would go in the house. But when I went in the house, I still kept my mask on because he had health issues. So we're just asking everybody to be safe, stay prayed up, make sure you pay your insurance and your life insurance or whatever, where you won't have to go fund me if something happens to you or a family member. Pay it like it's a light bill or a gas bill and be responsible and love each other. So thank y'all for allowing me, but this is definitely for the vaccinated. I need to stay safe because you took responsibility and took responsibility and went and got vaccinated to stay safe. So don't do that and waste your time only to get sick. All right? Continue to wear your mask and continue to social distance and take your vitamin D every day, 5,000 international units of vitamin D. All right, y'all, we got chicken and waffle mix coming up with John Lyon on the ones and twos. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.